you. My name is Camila from the state of Michigan. I'm in my 30s. Yeah, not married yet. I am dating someone, but let me tell you, the dating scene in Michigan, not hot. Men are not aging like a fine wine. They're aging like a fine cheese. But I like cheese. I don't stand before you a perfect 10. No, that would require height. That would require, realistically, a different set of boobs. My tits look like they're from two different sets. Full disclosure. One of them's kind of type A, teacher's pet, daddy's favorite. Not my daddy, like your daddy. The other one's kind of an old soul. It had a rough patch in high school. You don't want to look it straight in the eye. I'm going to introduce you to them right now in the way of song. Two different sets, two separate lives, two different fates living side by side. You can't call them twins, you can't call them sisters. This one's peculiar, they're total strangers. The first one is Shelby, she's your girl next door. All the guys want her cause she's not a whore. The other one's Trina. She's the boob equivalent of a chode. When God made her, I think his eyes were closed. To put it in context for you, because I can tell you're interested. One of them is like a brand new toy that you might want to play with, sir. The other one is like a homemade sock puppet. Except for the person wearing that puppet has fallen asleep. Shelby and Trina, an angel and a wiener. A package deal, not really a steal. It's Shelby and Trina. Two different sets, two separate lives, two different fates. Live inside a by a side. Give it up for my tits, everyone. Thank you. They'll be here all night. If you can wake them up, you can meet them after the show. Yeah. Lovely drive over here from northern Phoenix, wherever the hell I was staying. It was a nice, beautiful drive. Just a couple cats on the side of the road. Isn't that interesting? You drive by two dogs, it changes your whole day. You cancel your show, you call 911, you pull over, you capture those creatures. You see two cats, I just assumed they were out for a walk. How do you even find a lost cat? I'm sorry, unless your cat's wearing a saddle, I can't identify your cat from another cat. Do we have any cat owners in the room? Yeah, so you guys know cat owners. Cat owners are 100% likely to write something about their cat's personality on the wanted poster, like it's going to help us identify the cat. They'll say something like, Twinkie is a sarcastic introvert with cutting wit, and you kind of have to walk on eggshells around her. Well, you just described all cats. And frankly, my mother. Even if I find your cat, I'm not going to approach it. I have a hard enough time talking to my boss at work. I'm not going to find an icebreaker for your shy cat. It's a no-go. I'm 32, turned 32 this year. Yeah, oldest I've ever been. Thank you. Hold your applause. Every time I tell people I'm 32, they don't believe me. I know. I look like I'm young, but I know why, too. And we all know this. It's because teenagers are too fucking hot right now. Let me tell you, if TikTok existed when I was a teenager, it would have looked very different. To give you context, I found out in my late 20s through hearsay that my childhood pediatrician was a pedophile. In other words, I was such a boner downer that not even he wanted this. Yes, I'm relieved, but I'm also offended. I can't help it. I get asked all the time, why do I do comedy? I'm 32 years old, I'm getting pretty old up there, I have a full-time job. My friends are like, what's going on with you? Let me clear the air, I don't have daddy issues, that's not the thing. My dad has issues, that's his bag, that's not mine. Okay? And I guess I'll clear the air, no, I haven't seen his dick. I have to assume that's why most people do this. No, girls see their mom naked all the time. From the day you are born until today, the lady's naked. I see those flapjacks all the time. No, my memories of my dad are of him walking around on a Saturday morning with a bikini cut negligee. Where are my tighty whities out here? I was talking to my friend about that. She experienced the same thing. She was like, how big is your dad? I was like, Well, we're from South America. We're not known for being big people. I don't know if he's a shower or a grower, but I do know he sits when he pees. I do know that he's not circumcised because that's TMI coming straight from my mom. And I have to assume that with 20 minutes of rigorous foreplay, and he has to be very interested, we're not working with more than 4 inches fully erect. At which point my friend said, I was asking you how tall your dad is. I was like, why didn't you stop me? You let me write a memoir about my dad's dick. So that's probably why I do comedy. P.S. If I ever ask you about how big is your dad, I am 100% asking about his dick. How big is your dad? Yeah. Unfortunately, in the dating world, especially in the state of Michigan, but I have a feeling in Phoenix too, men are always going to show up 100% of the time to your first date wearing something that pisses you off. I'll introduce one of these items to you right now. Just a little piece. I can't believe I fell for this. You seem so normal on the phone. Now our chances are out the door. I'd rather be alone. You ruined it with your hat. I'll save time. There's a whole song about it. But I'd like to discuss some hats, if I may. Baseball caps are fine, okay? But baseball caps, if they're filthy, they're only informing me and those around him that he's more than likely to extend the life of his underwear by flipping them inside out for second use. I don't make up the rules. The beanie. Beanies are great. I wear a beanie all the time. I'm from Michigan, right? But if that beanie has a visor, I can't fuck with you. To wear 1 inch of plastic upon your head and expect it to block the sun is insanity. It's like wearing a condom for the first minute of sex. Ineffective. Am I right? I don't know. I just keep pointing at you. He wouldn't know. Ah, my guy, give it up. No condoms. No. Okay. Yeah. Where the fuck was I? No. Frankly, that hat is doing a better job of contraception. My ovaries are shriveling. The last hat I'll mention, the fedora. That silly little hat. When I see a man wearing a fedora, I automatically assume one of 2 things. The first thing, and usually the correct one, is that this human man practices magic. That's fair. When that is incorrect, but it's usually correct, the hat is only informing me that he is divorced. In which case, I must ask, can you afford us both? Because I have debt. I do. Went to grad school. Actually, just finished grad school, so I'm in... Thank you. Thank you. I'm in serious debt. Let me tell you, I graduated grad school not long ago, a few months ago, actually, and God, I'm exhausted. I am so tired of setting goals. I'm so tired of having the bar this high, and guess what? I'm done. It's over. Yeah, I tell myself, this year we're making win-win resolutions. We're done making goals. A win-win resolution is a goal you make that no matter whether or not you do it, it's gonna go your way. You're gonna be fine. Like if I were to say this year, I'm gonna try crack. Well, if I don't do crack, there goes another year without crack. But if I do, damn it, I told you I would. I'm going to share my resolutions with you right now. These are my resolutions. You can't lose these resolutions, because this year's resolutions are win-win resolutions. I'm gonna eat cake, stay up late, gain weight and flatulate. I want a big old steak every day. I'm gonna love my body anyway. I'm gonna try crack. won't be ashamed, everybody does it. I will make it work, I'm balling on a budget. Might not look you in the eye, the shame is too much to bear, but I'm gonna start watching porn. I realized I'm the only person I know not watching porn, and that ends here. I asked my friend recently, how does one start watching porn this late in the game? He knows. Is there a keyword? My friend told me, no, you just go to the site and you go to the most watched video. That's a really good place to start. I didn't realize that people search for porn the same way they search for a TED Talk. But it also made me realize, if you're watching a video that 20 million people have also watched, there's just no way you're not simultaneously ejaculating with at least 1,200 15-year-old boys. That's just math. And he told me if I shared that with anyone, I might ruin porn for some people, but I don't care. I want to watch TV like 6 hours a week. I never watch enough TV. There's so much great TV. When people ask me what I like, I never know what to say. I want to sit there and figure that out. That one's very real for me. I want to watch more TV. Plus, if anyone asks me why I don't watch Stranger Things one more time, they're going to hear something stranger than that. The porn I watched the other day. Let's talk about it. I go to this site, okay? And you guys don't know this about me, but you can probably assume it doesn't take much to get me going. For a girl that likes watching two dragonflies attached to the ass, we're not going to dig too deep into this site. I go to the site, I find a video titled All American Kids. Now, I'm an immigrant. That one was for me. Cut to two Slovenians thinking they're going to pull a fast one on me, like, I don't know, they're not in Tennessee. They're trying to say things to distract me, like, after this, we should watch baseball. And she was like, yes, and we should eat McDonald's. I was pissed. And that's when I realized that I was aroused. Take no shit, no more inside voices. I will interrupt because that's my choice. No more walking eggshells, I'm gonna be myself, and I just kind of want to be a bitch. Shut up. Shut up. These are my resolutions. You can't lose these resolutions, because this year's resolutions are win-win resolutions. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I'm Camila. Thank you. Give it up for your host.